Rain just had one extra last chance to stand in for FaZe at Pro League, and it went about as perfectly as it could have gone, okay? Look at FaZe. Firstly, ignore this result that everyone's mad at from recently. Ignore this. And I know I'm a bit late to this, but we got to talk about this Pro League run, man. And specifically, we got to talk about this game right here. FaZe versus Vitality, because look at this first map. They were 9-3 down, and of course, with Rain on the lineup, last time they do their classic comeback, their classic FaZe BS to take it into the overtimes. And we're going to take a look at some of those rounds in a minute. And of course, on the scoreboard, really, I almost feel a bit bad for Twist, because like he got credit, but you would get a lot more credit for a performance like this if it wasn't so many people looking at Rain and saying, oh, I'm so happy he's getting a final run with the team. Who knows though? Maybe it's not the full final run, okay? We can dream that he comes back for the major somehow, in some way. I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm looking at you. Do you know, maybe just, I don't know, lose your passport or something. I don't know how you can manage it, but imagine if there was any way it could happen. I don't think it actually can, but imagine if we could get them back together and maybe, just maybe, them winning the major, okay? A man can dream, but more importantly, we got this moment, guys. I cannot believe we got the movie moment of literally, like Fast and Furious, the last ride.
Hey, thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
You're not going to leave without saying goodbye, Rain. And then we can skip ahead to the classic. I can only see this as a meme, by the way. I cannot take this seriously. It's just fully a meme to me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's the drive? There we go. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. And Ray got that moment. He hugged everyone.
It's a valiant run from FaZe, taking to fourth place, and it is in fact Rain's last game in that FaZe jersey here, EPL season 22. Hugs go out. What a run on the last go of things for FaZe. It was special. They could have made it to the grand final. Certainly points in that Vitality game yesterday where they could have given a run to possibly.
Incredible, man. And like, if that doesn't get you a little bit inside, okay, as a Counter-Strike fan, if that doesn't get you a little bit, you're not a real Counter-Strike fan, okay? Come on, man. Come on, man. Getting the final hugs goodbye. Yeah, it honestly went about as perfectly as it could have gone, apart from them like winning the tournament or something, but that wasn't really realistic. And I think we got the glimpses and we got the memories, right? We got to run it back that one more time in that Vitality map on that Mirage. And let's just show some of that, okay? But actually, before we do, subscribe to More Hawker, okay? Subscribe to the new channel. This is the vid to get to 1K subs. Let's do it, and let's get into it. Because the way it happened, when I say it's the most FaZe way possible, they were 9-3 down after the first half and looking pretty bad. And the 3 rounds they did win were right at the start of the first half. And it was like winning the pistol, lose the next round, win the next round, lose the next round. It was this scrappy back and forth start to a game before they then lost 6 rounds in a row from 3-3 to bring it to a 9-3 half against them. Then they lost the pistol. They were 11-3 down, guys. They were 11-3 down. What? I know that it's FaZe bullshit, but this is next level. This feels like next level. This feels like everything you would want to see. And of course, it starts like this. A little aggressive mid setup with Rain involved, 4v3, and they go on to win this, obviously. I think it gets kind of close. But it's all good, right? They go on to win it. And it starts with one of those like little scrappy FaZe calls. Let's just go for this mid pressure, right? And that's so often where FaZe would be successful. And then you're not really believing yet, right? Like you can hear in the casters, they're not really believing it. But we get another gun round. This time, Carrigan's stacked towards the right side with a couple of players. I also really like the off angle from Carrigan, by the way. I think that's how he's got to be playing. If his fragging's not going to be there, play off angles so you can get info, try and catch people out. And then you get Brokey start to miss, and I was like, Brokey, have you not read the script, my guy? We've got to have the FaZe comeback, man. But it's fine. Frozen's here. And then Zyru brings it back, and you're still scared, but luckily Twist is alive. He gets in at the right time. And then there you go. Twist is able to close it. And again, Twist had a great map here. But the comeback begins. And at this point, you think to yourselves, okay, listen, it's a nice start to the comeback, but look at where Rops gets to in this round. Rain looks away. And Rops, they think they've just cleared this, right? You saw Twist look at it. You saw Rain look at it. And Rops sneaks in, and he doesn't even look back to Connector, by the way. And you're like, oh my god, he's going to sneak in and kill the CT guy, and then Rain's just going to be screwed, and it's going to be over. And the Connector guy never turns around to clear it. So you think that Brokey's screwed.
And Apex just getting absolutely destroyed. FaZe stepping up
and you're like, cool, okay. I don't know how Brokey landed that. It feels like it should have gone the other way and that would have completely changed the round. But yeah, that's just what FaZe do when they're at their best. And then they go 12-7 down and you're thinking to yourself, okay, listen, we had our fun, but realistically, they should be losing to Vitality. And I feel like this whole thing is made better by the fact Vitality go on to win the whole thing, right? But then you get this round. It's a nice A stack here. And just having the one extra player here, Frozen under Palace, is going to make a big difference.
Taking damage dropped by Twist. Rain waits on default. He's got Frozen under the wood. Smoke keeping him alive for the time being. Brokey keeping the
See, pretty even trades. Then Smoke in Palace there, nicely timed from Twist, makes things awkward. He's going to try and fight through. And as that happens, Frozen gets his. And it works out nicely. And you're like, okay, we got a game. We got a game, which we did not think we were going to get. And then, is this the same round? This looks like the same round, though. Oh, no, wait. No, it's the next round. And now they are playing. They really are playing at this point. Oh, by the way, I want to go back, actually. Okay, this round 18. Because what I didn't show you is that the casters even tried to curse it, guys. The casters even tried to curse the FaZe bullshit by bringing it up in this round.
Back, baby. Another time. This is exactly the sort of FaZe bullshit that we're hoping to see in this game.
See? Yanko tried to curse it, okay? Screw you, Yanko. Don't try and curse the FaZe bullshit. Just let it happen. Don't bring it up, okay? Don't try and cast to curse it. But it doesn't matter, okay? And Yanko knew that because he knew they were immune to the curse, right? The FaZe bullshit is immune to the curse. And then we get this nice bit of aggression here from Rain with his teammate behind him. It's good info, but he has to just drop back.
He knows they're here. Back to base. Yep, run.
Well, it's also the worst moment for that for Vitality. You're like, great, we just walked all the way over here now.
And then, like, Vitality, they just kind of have a weird round where, like, they go back to mid and they just get stalled out. And by the way, look at Rain here, actually. Look at Rain. You can see he's about to pull out this flash as Twist takes this contact. This makes such a difference. Okay, the time is low, but if a kill comes in, maybe Vitality can move towards a site and make it scary. Instead, Rain's about to throw this flash. Just as Twist gets mollied, you see the flash there. Boom. He can actually get away. He can actually get away and live. And if he gets picked, maybe it's a different round. Maybe Vitality can go for it. But with 22 seconds left, again, it feels like it's FaZe just making the game weird. That's what they do when they're at their best, man. They put Vitality in a weird late round position that you normally would never expect them to get into. Normally, you'd expect Vitality to be too good to get into this position in the first place. And another flash to slow them down. And they just save. And you're like, okay. The game's getting weird. This is good. And then you get to 12-11. And who else to bring them to overtime but our boy, our main character, okay? I'm sorry, Twist. You actually had the best game. But for the narrative, for the story, it had to be Rain. Because they've hit him on A a couple of times. It feels like they may be trying to exploit him. See if he's not at his best because he didn't think he was going to be playing this tournament. No.
Set execute towards the A bomb site.
Yeah, they tried to finish the map a couple of rounds ago with this exact play. It did not go well. They're going to try and do it again. This time it's a sandwich setup.
He repositions, gets blinded, and there's not even counter util from FaZe here, by the way. This is just pure shooting on the first.
Flashes over the top, flames at the attack, but it's Rain to bombard him, to take him down. Again from default, rips the heads off.
Oh.
It's Rain Demption all tournament long. Saiwu left alone.
Didn't I say Rain Demption?
Rips the heads off, and it's Rain Demption
Ooh, I didn't catch that. That's nice. I like that. I like that. A little Rain redemption. And of course, it's Rain that brings us to overtime. And now we're like, okay, boys, we're here. We're back. The FaZe BS is back one last time. It had to be. Maybe Rain is the key to it. Who the hell knows? But like, even in overtime, it's still the same shit where it's like, okay, Vitality get out to a 14-12 lead. Like, it feels like, again, they're just the better team. They're always getting into the better position. And then they just find ways to win rounds. And again, it's Rain, by the way, in this one.
Oh, Vitality want to bring some pace with it.
Oh, Apex finished off. Bullets and
Able to get that opener. Twist gets one alongside him, denying the A site.
putting themselves in a good position to try and close out one round on the CT side of overtime.
Vitality has them right where they want him.
Yeah, a 2v4.
Even swings there, and you're like, okay, cool. Okay, so we're having to fight back again, but sure. And then you're 15-13 down, and you think like, dude, at some point, Vitality have got to close it, right? At some point, Vitality have got to close it. But even here, as Rain gets picked early, we start to see the chaos that Karrigan's calling can really thrive in.
ZywOo, here we go.
Great play from ZywOo, by the way, using the smoke.
Confident as ever. Peeking down.
Gets the opener, but look at Karrigan, dude. So close in the connector smoke, ready to make a play.
To the underpass. Cleave it
And
away.
this is what I always say, man. When the game gets chaotic, Karrigan and FaZe in general just always make the like confident, ballsy play that just seems to win them these sorts of scenarios. And you see it here.
Rain dropping into the connector. Karrigan looking to follow up, and he walks.
Like, the timing on that is crazy. The decision to make that play is crazy. Because you know there's probably a player on short ready to trade. But it works out so nicely.
Into it. Karrigan's going to win the fight.
Because even though Karrigan gets traded, look at what it's done to the map, right? Flames is now pretty isolated as the A anchor. They know there's a decent chance that's the case, and they're going to try and punish.
Risk taken and a kill found, but Rops makes sure it's the
And this is still why I think Karrigan's got the juice, man. I think he's got the juice. Because he just needs to put himself in those sorts of positions. If he can have a team where the game gets deep, if he's got enough talent, then he can really call these up-tempo rounds better than anyone. And the FaZe chemistry and just the individuals they have allow this as well. Because now Twists maybe knows he can make this mid-round call to move out through A, which is something I know FaZe have talked about, that Twists is very capable of doing.
trade, and Vitality's still a player up. Frozen's creeped
And
up.
boom, they get that kill before anyone else can come, and suddenly they have this A side, and it's actually a 3v3 that looks pretty good for them.
On to Tetris, he's not alone. He's got Twist playing down below him, and that kill has come through, but Twist, oh, just about gets away from Apex, who goes in again.
And then Apex gets caught, and you're like, okay, so they've immediately turned this scrappy scenario into a really good one for them. And just the timing of it all and the confidence of Karrigan, oh, just feels like classic FaZe, man. And it's been too long. It's been too long since we've seen it.
This time, losing the fight to Frozen.
They can bring this back though. HP's a little bit low, a little bit busted, and the bomb's still in middle. So there's a lot of time for Vitality.
Oh, and that's the other thing. I forgot, right? Even while watching this back, the bomb isn't even actually towards A. The bomb's going to go back to B, boys. Like, this is the best version of FaZe. This is the FaZe we love, man. This is the Karrigan we love. Counter-Strike is at its best when Karrigan can call in games like this, especially against Apex, by the way. Like, oh.
Vitality to recover this situation.
Yeah, Messi and Rops together. Rops with him.
Over to the map, and he's going to make this feel a little sloppy, but you know, well,
That's gone very far, but it
yeah,
does.
afterwards, it looks a little.
Frozen gets found out, but the bomb's back on B. Twist in a good spot. Boop.
Twist's positioning.
Ignore it.
Cut off from his teammate. Yeah, Rops has got that realize
Now because he just used it for the cross, and that's wide open on catwalk.
Rops in.
And they play it well. Double up on short. Rops can't do anything.
Into its cat. Shot lands onto Rops in. Brokey's gonna
And you're like, okay, they need one more. They need one more. Let's see if they can go again.
Okay, ZywOo. Advanced positioning. Deep in the
And we get ZywOo missing a shot on the aggressive apartments play. But they hear the AWPs. They're maybe a little concerned. He's going to drop the smoke. They're maybe a little concerned, but it looks like they're going to pop onto B. Flash actually pretty good. But then this. Look at this, dude. This literally looks like it should be a disastrous situation, right? We've got the 3B rotate. We've got these guys all just sitting in apartments. I've never even seen this animation where Rain's gun isn't even pointing the right way. How is that even possible? But also, Does this not look like every single matchmaking game you've played when no one wants to go first and it just looks like it's going to end in a disaster when you've called the fast B? Like, watch this.
Getting back to the bench.
You gotta go if you're gonna.
It feels like they're just sitting there, but they are setting up the flashes, even though they're running into the stack.
Oh, you're buying a lot of time for the rotations.
There's 3 players
And the pathing just seems to work. I don't know if it's Vitality's calling the slightly off here.
Bomb site, one of them Mezzi.
But like you can hear that he's dropped and Mezzi doesn't seem that aware. Maybe he doesn't think this is an angle.
That rifle at the ready. Brokey and Apex. Go blow for
And you're like, cool, okay, you've run into the 3B stack and you've just killed everyone because that's what FaZe do.
Blood's frozen and rains.
And that's the round that's going to get you into another overtime.
Collapse upon the defense, and FaZe have done it again. It looks
And again, they have to fight from the back foot in the next overtime. They're 18-16 down. Oh my god. How does it always have to be so hard? How does it always have to be so hard?
Okay, bomb site, right? Get behind the CT smoke. You got window room. You got a molly.
And it definitely felt like they were trying to exploit Carrigan on B, but Frozen does really well in this one. Carrigan was holding short initially,
about the B finish.
and Frozen needs to be somewhat scared of short, but he knows he kind of needs the apartments kill first.
Frozen it short. Carrigan under so much pressure that utility.
So he gets that, tucks into the corner, so if they're jumping out, he knows that Carrigan's doing enough to defend him,
Pin him at bay for now.
and it gives him that 1v1, and Carrigan is there alongside him. Just really nice timing.
And Carrigan are stepping up though here for FaZe. All of a sudden just Zywo and Robs. Can they
And that's another round they win that they have to win to keep themselves in it. And now it's the next round, and it's 18-17. And again, you just get a round where like Apex looks like he's in such a good position here, right? Lurking on mid. Maybe he's somewhat being watched, but you think he's got a great chance. And he even gets that timing,
There's the top mid.
and he just can't get the kill. And you're like, okay, damn, here we go.
Lurk from Apex, but he's spotted and he doesn't get a kill. Vitality have moved into the A site. FaZe have given it up, and they're fighting on. It's Rain with one big kill, Twist with another.
And again, good trades between Rain and Twist. They seem to work together pretty well.
4v3 with FaZe ahead. Can they get it into overtime one more time?
And more importantly, the util is just gone from Vitality. And again, FaZe know it, man. In these chaotic scenarios, in the pressure scenarios, it feels like, for whatever reason, like this 5 and this core can always just know what to do and then don't get stressed and just come out with the rounds.
Stole them out as well. No plant as
And they know they can just stall the plant, right?
Go try and win this round.
Brokey's jumping up, looking for fights. Here's Twist out from stairs. Robs is gone. Zywo's shot connects. And now he has to think about the plant, and he goes for it just at the wrong time. Apex trying to win it, but FaZe just need to hide. Here's the rush, running down. FaZe go again.
And it's another one that they bring back from the brink. And even when they finally go on to win it, they start down 2019, right? And listen to Zywo here, because it sums up playing against FaZe perfectly.
Stand. They will win this map.
30, not.
Let's do freaking good sit sideline and fuck up. Fuck it. Like, I mean, it's enough now overtime. It's enough, guys.
It's enough overtime. We've done enough on our CT side. Let's just win, Zywo says. What happens to him?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's what happens to him. Yeah, he just gets peed by Brokey and dies because that's the FaZe way.
it feels that way. And
Brokey doesn't agree.
yeah, well now Zywo's got to sit after he's had a complete.
And then we'll skip ahead. Vitality take a risk.
Palace.
Carrigan, again,
Players at top mid.
great at calling these sorts of games. Finds the 3B bomb site.
An MTP bomb.
And like, we know where this round is going. We don't really need to watch it. Then we get the next one. Again, this time, it's Raid. It's your boy.
Through for FaZe Clan.
A good twist.
Apex. They're going for this.
Oh, it looks like Twist is going to get caught, doesn't it?
Tough to break through for FaZe.
But again, like, it's really impressive that the FaZe lineup just have that ability to still have the timings and the understanding on point. In the game that's gone this long, that's the sort of thing that can often go astray.
A good twist.
But instead, Twist just in the right position.
Apex.
Rain just about able to hold this.
Oh my god, Robs loses the fight to Rain. It's an opening kill.
And then Rain gets a second entry, and you're like, damn. And then you get Twists making this play in through the connector smoke.
Rain got a double. Twist
Again, just so ballsy making these sorts of moves.
through the smoke. He actually just climbs
And sure, Rain goes down, but Twist is now past this only A player in connector.
inside of connector. Mezzi's taking Rain out of the puzzle and then goes in.
And Twist gets all the way through. And so even though the bomb's towards B, it's going to come all the way back.
Brokey, 2v2.
Bombs dropping back.
And the other thing is, look at Twists
Gonna make a
on the
long,
map.
long
He is sprinting.
Kerrigan was able to get out of there, so Twist has to hold down the fort for as long as possible.
And he gets to beat ZywOo there. And again, it's just like the decisiveness, right, of the FaZe team. Like, they all seem to know how they're going to play in these positions. Like, Twist instantly says, I'm getting into the connector smoke. I know that we've had like a big fight here at mid, so I know that I can probably get onto A, and then it's clear.
No. He just gets forward.
And also, like, to catch ZywOo like that, by the way, like, normally that's ZywOo's shit, right? He never gets caught off guard.
ZywOo dropped. Mez unbelievably 41 kills.
And Mezzy actually denies it, denies the bomb plant.
And the bomb does not get planted, so it comes down to this.
But again, guess who holds their nerve in the clutch?
He's got a molly.
V1.
He's got so much utility. If he hears the bomb tap, Molotov going to come in, and Twist better be ready to fight.
Twist taps. Goes into the fight, and Twist just calls.
Mezzy pulls the molly out. He gets baited into it. Twist gets the headshot. And for the first time in this game, after facing like so many map points against them, you finally get FaZe with a map point of their own. I've made my hair go crazy because this game has been so crazy, okay? It's been that ridiculous. And how do they close it?
There's no way the Vitality expects this.
Look at Twist again.
It's just, again, they just make plays. Like, Twist is there before expected.
This time underneath Rops.
And then Kerrigan goes through the smoke into jungle.
FaZe clan. Kerrigan into jungle. Look at the space he's got. Flames is waiting. Smoke fades away. Will they check? Yes.
And it's another kill. And it's just so fun to watch this FaZe in these overtime games, in these intense games that get scrappy, because again, they have the players that just play forward, that they know what they're all doing, and yeah, they're just always like one step ahead of their opponents, it feels.
It's Kerrigan to bring him down. They only need one chance. They only need one opportunity. Vitality had 9 of them. But FaZe only need one.
Let's say it together, boys. We all know the words. FaZe are back.
ZywOo, one quick shot. But FaZe clan close it out. Finally, comeback after comeback. FaZe, our Counter-Strike's highlight team.
Literally back on their bullshit. Literally back on their bullshit. And yeah, you can't not smile when watching that game. It just perfectly summarizes like Rain and his time on FaZe and so much of the good that this team was able to do. And I think it was quite easy to forget that for a lot of people because FaZe have been so lackluster for so long, but they're just so entertaining at their best. They're just box office, man. They get these close games and they just turn the game so chaotic. And I think that the hope going forward is that Twist back on this lineup might be the magic, right? It might be the magic. He might be the bullshit of the FaZe bullshit. Maybe he is. And I also like obviously want to say Rain is part of it too, like having the veteran experience and not feeling pressure in these scenarios. And a lot of this is about Rain, but also I have to look forward, and I have to look forward to, I mean, I don't think Twist is going to play quite this well. Like, these stats were insane, right? Like, this outdoing ZywOo when ZywOo was having a great series. You can't expect that all the time, but it does just feel like having that extra sort of playmaker in there when the games get really, really intense like this seems to make the difference, right? And I'm hopeful that Twist means we might have that back. We might just have that back. And at the start of the year, okay, I predicted that FaZe would win this second major of the year and that Kerrigan would retire. I don't even think that's impossible now. I'm telling you, the major, those sorts of events, that is where we're going to see it. It is the only reason why I'm a little disappointed we don't get to continue to see Rain for that last major, because I feel like he could have elevated his game one more time. But still, wow, what a magical thing to watch. It just felt like everything was right, man. It felt like we as soon as we heard we were getting the final Rain performance, it's like, come on, let's just see some of that old stuff, man. Let's get that little nostalgia hit for everyone. And I don't know, Rain's just been such an ever-present on FaZe. It's like a lot of you guys, I'm sure, have just grown up, and it's just felt like Rain has already been there on FaZe, right? It's kind of like the Queen. Like, when the Queen died, everyone was like, oh my God, like, she's just been such an ever-present of everyone's lives. It feels like that for Rain, man. It really does. So to get this moment, I think it's just so nice. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.